Hello guys, we are here with a brief explanation of Dawn editorials, difficult vocab words, discourse markers, idioms, and many more. The first Dawn editorial is Senate upset. The Senate election results have delivered a stunning blow to the PTI, while the ruling party has seen an increase in its overall Senate numbers. The control of the upper house remains with the opposition parties, a development which is viewed by many as a much needed victory for the PTM. The key Islamabad seat, which saw a battle between the PP's Yusuf Raza Gilani and Finance Minister Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, has been the defining moment of this election, with significant symbolic and practical consequences. With 169 votes, Mr. Gilani defeated Mr. Sheikh, who got 164 votes. A shortfall that not only has shaken the PTI confidence but which also warrants introspection within the party. Introspection means self-analysis, where we will use not only, we will also use but also. Predictably is a discourse marker. Elements in the government have already started the conversation about Mr. Gilani's disqualification based on the leak of controversial video which shows his son Ali Haider Gilani instructing someone on how to waste a Senate vote. Though the video is dramatic last-minute twist to the Senate election saga, it is very much in keeping with the season of horse trading, vote buying threats, and engineering the haunt every upper house poll. Haunt means manifest itself at a place regularly, a continuation of unsavory tradition that favors personal gain over party stance. Unsavory means disagreeable and unpleasant because morally disreputable. While there may be some truth to the allegation of horse trading in the Gilani Sheikh upset, the unscrupulous deal making on Senate seat is not something restricted to any one party. Unscrupulous means not honest or fair. The PTI must seriously reflect on how a seat Prime Minister Imran Khan himself was so confident about was lost. It is entirely possible that elements in the PTI who make no secret about their grudges against non-elected position holders defected to thought the possibility of cabinet dominated by the technocrats. Thought means prevent someone from accomplishing something. Time and again is a discourse marker. There have been reports of fractions in the PTI that have worked against each other, to the extent that some have been accused of engineering sackings and cabinet reshufflings. The unelected versus elected guard in the PTI has been at war since the beginning of this government, a reality ignored by Mr. Khan, who placed his trust in unelected individuals. Today, those rifts in the party have come to the fore. Fore means front. The PTI will pay a heavy price for it. As it appears, it will have to find a new finance minister at a time when the economy needs stability. No doubt is again a discourse marker. This seat is a huge symbolic victory for the opposition, and the new composition in the Senate will set the tone for the future political discourse in the country. For all its brave actions, for all its bravado ahead of the Senate elections, the government's desperate push to have an open belt perhaps was one indication that it feared the upset that was witnessed yesterday. One thing is certain, the Gilani victory will haunt the PTI for a long time, even if the Prime Minister goes for a vote of confidence in Parliament. Next editorial is about student protest that is 100-hour long hunger strike outside the press club of both cities, Karachi and Hyderabad. Their demands include the restoration of student unions, provision of adequate facilities such as hostels, and eviction of security guards from the university campus. Additionally is a discourse marker, their demand of checking fake students' domiciles in Sindh. It entails means involved, and unscrupulous means unethical and immoral. Meanwhile is again a discourse marker. Unsavory means disagreeable and unpleasant because morally disreputable. Obscurantism means preventing the facts or full details of something from becoming known. In fact is again a discourse marker. Dissent only grows when voices are silenced. Hence, the authorities, instead of suppressing the voices of young people, should listen to them. The last editorial is ME Security Pact. There has been an overflowing of bonhomie between the Gulf Arabs and Israel over the past few months, much of engineered by the Trump administration. Bonhomie means cheerful friendliness. It was barely a secret that Tel Aviv and the Sheikdoms have been enjoying clandestine relations for some time. Tel Aviv is the capital of Israel, and clandestine means secret. It was called as Abraham's Accord, brokered by the US. Next difficult word is gusht, which means burst, and arch nemesis means main enemy of someone. So it is all about current affairs that Israel Defense Minister is Benny Gantz. While the Gulf states are free to choose their friends and enemies, forming alliance to counter any member of the Islamic Committee of Nations is a matter of grave concern. Already Iran and Israel have been fighting a proxy war in Lebanon and Syria. Now as Israel has established an official toehold in the Gulf, the situation is likely to escalate. The suggestion is, instead of joining controversial military alliance that will disturb the balance of power in the region, the Gulf Arabs need to resolve their differences with Iran at the negotiating table, while Tehran should also respond positively to Arab concerns. Moreover, is a discourse marker, Israel must refrain from taking any provocative steps. The Arabs and Iranians must not fall into a trap, as they will be the primary sufferers in case of conflict as outsiders watch. Thank you so much. You can also download these articles from the link given below.